Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do our May the 19th spiritual principle day in a meditation. I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well. It's about 5:12 a.m. here. The title of the meditation for today, Selflessness, Self-Care, and Our Spiritual Condition. The principles we learn in the steps help us let go of our selfishness and lovingly serve the needs of others. That comes from the book It Works, Tradition 1. In hindsight, many of us find that self centeredness shaped our thinking and behavior. We realize how much energy we spent protecting our fragile egos, imagining what others thought about us, or carefully curating our image on social media. Privately, we were often negative, selfish, and entitled as we neglected the work of doing our best with what we had. The steps have a way of setting us on a more productive course in life. We see who we've been, come to understand who we are, and clear out what interferes with taking a more positive, selfless, and grateful approach to life. Whether we're new or have been around a while, some of us take up seemingly selfless activities like ducks to water. But like anything that feels good, we can take selflessness to unhealthy extremes. We do love too much of a good thing, after all. And bonus, we can avoid examining ourselves by becoming immersed in helping others. Many of us learned the hard way that unrestrained generosity could harm both the giver and the recipient. As old saying goes, you can't draw water from an empty well. The steps help us build a more realistic self concept and a life we don't want to run from. To practice selflessness requires that I first have a sense of self. In the words of one member, I tell my sponsees, you first, right after me. We take responsibility for our own well being and strive for harmony as we contribute to our common welfare. The principles of the steps helps us establish healthy boundaries and strive for balance. For many of us, the ideal of loving and serving others selflessly adds a new dimension to our spiritual self-care routine. We find ways to recharge and gather fresh inspiration so we can selflessly contribute to NA unity. I will care for my spiritual condition so that I can selflessly love and serve and contribute to NA unity. The steps are the key to my outlook and well being, although a bubble bath in some dark chocolate won't hurt either. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. Please and thank you. So we're talking about selflessness, self-care, and our spiritual condition. And it's highlighting how much we've changed coming into recovery. Most of us can relate to the first paragraph very well. We had fragile, fragile egos. We had to protect ourselves at all times and usually at all costs. We lied, we cheated, we stole, manipulated, made, commitments we had no intention of keeping just so that we could look good and sound good at the right time and moment. We dropped the ball so many times. We should have never been allowed to get back on the court, but we're back on the court and the ball is in our hands. And we have become skilled, right, at this thing called recovery, right? Our three-pointer is off the chain, right? We're a wonderful team player today. There's things that we do today that we never thought we would ever be caught doing, like helping other people, picking people up that we barely even know to take them to a meeting, right? Setting up a meeting. It's interesting to watch some people that have never made a pot of coffee start making coffee. And we just drink that strong coffee because we understand this is your first time doing service work and you're making coffee and you don't make your coffee. You buy your coffee at the gas station or you brought your coffee at McDonald's for $1 in the day, right? So making a pot of coffee that everyone else can drink is a new experience, right? We are doing things today in recovery that we never thought we would do. Go clean the bathroom behind a bunch of people so that it looks nice for our meeting. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're actually doing stuff like that. Give my phone number to a bunch of addicts that say they want me to sponsor them. Give them my phone number and allow them to actually make a phone call to me and answer the call. Mm, yeah, but not really. So there's so many things that have changed about us as a result of being in recovery. And what happens sometimes is that we get so caught up in the good feel behind the goodwill that we forget that it all starts with that will, ourselves, right? My being, my purpose, my journey, my wellness. And if my will, right? When I say my will, I'm talking about my life, my mind, will, and emotions. If I personally am not doing okay, most of what I give to anyone else is going to be shortchanged at best. And so this meditation is talking about not becoming addicted to the selflessness, not becoming addicted to service work. And then, it's nothing worse than someone doing service work and they're in that position for a couple years and they have the worst attitude. Oh, they presented well when they got voted in, right? Maybe even their experience speaks for itself. But you can always tell when a person is not in self-care mode because now everything that they used to be able to do with their eyes closed is a problem. Everyone else is a problem. It's amazing how you can switch, and I'm talking about myself, how you can switch from being an individual that is concerned about other people to an individual that hates to see other people, all because of not taking care of oneself. I don't ever want to be like that. I've been like that before, but I don't ever want to be like that. It's not good. It's not good. It's like saying on one hand, this is great. I offered this beautiful thing. And then on the other hand, slapping the individual when they go to partake of whatever this great thing is that you call yourself offering as a service. Right? And so today we're going to do different. Today we're actually going to consider how to balance all that we say we need to do, all that we say we want to do, balance that out with self-care. It's so important. And most of the stuff that we're doing today, we wouldn't be doing if it wasn't for our recovery. But now all of a sudden, we don't have time. We don't have time to take care of ourselves. Yeah, so I want for you to go back over this meditation. And when you do, just highlight what it is you want to do different in regards to your self-care and start today. There's no need to start tomorrow. You can start tomorrow anytime. You can start tomorrow. Yeah, but just for today, let's start today. My name is MightyStream. I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm going to have a beautiful day on purpose, very intentional. My doctorate program has started, and here I am, right on the day that assignments are due. And I've done a lot of reading. I think I can do a good job, but I hate to wait until the last moment. And so I have work to do, right? I have changes I need to make in my life. Time management is one of them. But irregardless, I'm gonna have a beautiful day because that's the mindset that I have. I want for you to have the same. Talk to you tomorrow.